Title: The Hidden Connections Between Egypt, Athens, and the House of David. History is written by the victors. But what if the story we've been told is missing key pieces? In 539 BC, Cyrus the Great of Persia conquered Babylon and freed the Jews, allowing them to return home and complete their temple. Just a few decades later, in 508 BC, classical Athens was born, shaping Western civilization with its architecture, philosophy, and government. Coincidence? Or are these events connected in ways we've never imagined? The grand columns, the precision-cut stones, the artistic flourishes Athens and Thebes, Egypt, share an architectural DNA that can't be ignored. But why? To uncover the answer, we must look to languages specifically, the evolution of the ancient letter Tav. In early history, Tav made the D sound. Over centuries, as the Iron Age progressed, it began to shift first to a T and then to the softer Thursday. Much like the way we say water today, where the T sounds almost like a D. Now, let's turn to one of history's most enigmatic pharaohs, Akenaten. Akenaten was a radical. He defied the powerful priesthood of Egypt and declared worship of just one god, Aten, the sun god. But to a Hebrew-speaking people, aten would have been pronounced adon, which in Hebrew means Lord. As the centuries passed and the Tav evolved into the Thursday sound, Adon became Athens. Athens wasn't just inspired by Egypt, it was Egypt reborn. And what about Athens' gods? Adonis, the ultimate arrogant playboy. Aphrodite, goddess of beauty and love. Athena, the goddess of weaving, who gifted divine fabrics to kings. Now consider this. Akenaten was known for his arrogance and his obsession with beauty. His wife, the stunning Nefertiti, was beloved and elegant, just like Aphrodite. She even gifted fine fabrics to foreign royalty, just as Athena was known for weaving in colors. Still not convinced? Let's talk about Apollo, the god of music, archery, and poetry. Apollo is always depicted with a harp, just like King David, the greatest musician and archer of the ancient world. David's grandson was Rehoboam, an arrogant, woman-chasing king who split his kingdom in two. Sound familiar? That's exactly how history remembers Akenaten. Could it be that the House of David, supposedly lost to Histories, never lost at all? Instead, they became the pharaohs of Egypt, only to later emerge as the founders of classical Athens. History is a puzzle, and we're only just beginning to put the pieces together.
History isn't always what it seems. It's a tapestry woven over centuries, its threads shifting and fading, and sometimes being rewritten entirely. What if the great civilization of Egypt and Athens weren't separate? Maybe the stories, but the chapters of the same book. The architecture tells us that they were connected. The language evolution, the Israeli Tav, beginning with the sound of the letter D, then evolving with the T and the TH. From Aten to Adon to Athen. It tells us that they were the same people. The gods of Athens, Adonis and Aphrodite, Athena and Apollo, mirror the same lives of Akhenaten, Nefertiti, and King David. We see Akhenaten as a heretic pharaoh, but was he actually a forgotten descendant